Hi there. Are you an entrepreneur who's over 50 and feeling overwhelmed by tech and admin tasks? Are you someone who finds yourself struggling with these things in your business? As an entrepreneur, you have to wear so many hats. Like, how many hats can you put on that one head of yours? You know what I mean? Like, it becomes maddening. So many things to do, so little time. And the main thing that you really want to do is serve your clients. So, let me ask you, are you someone who is naturally techie? You're just out of time and you need someone to help you do the admin task because you just need help navigating what you're trying to do. Or maybe it's you're someone who really was never techie at all and you're not really sure what to do and you find yourself frustrated spending hours, days, weeks, sometimes doing things that seem easy for other people. Is that where you are on this journey? Let me tell you a little bit about my history. I'm actually 60 years old, and tech wasn't really always part of my life, but it's always been part of my mind. And to explain that, you'd have to know a little bit more about me, but it was just always something that came easy to me. For years, I've been everybody I know's tech support. Now, fast forward, I've also been a heart-centered entrepreneur for the last 11 years. Like, I really am here to make a positive difference in this world, and impact is huge for me. I started realizing in a lot of these coaching groups that I was in with people is that they were overwhelmed by the tech. They're overwhelmed by the tech and or the admin things that need to get done. And so I began thinking, well, what if I could support the entrepreneurs who are heart-centered out there doing the things that mean something to me? They're out there trying to do good things in this world. And what if I could offer some of my other skills to help them? So that's what I'm here to tell you about. Um, there are multiple entrepreneurs that I have helped. So let me give you an example. I have one entrepreneur who is actually more of not as much of a healer type as a lot of as I am and as a lot of my friends are. She actually worked in diversity, equity, and inclusion. So it was something that was still important to me that I could support. Her work was about working with corporations and helping them improve their policies and their morale and things like that within the workplace around diversity, equity, and inclusion. I served as her executive assistant in that I managed her projects. I helped her managed her calendar all over the world. So multiple time zones, lots of different things, scheduled lots of executive kinds of meetings for her and that kind of thing. I supported another female entrepreneur who had a Black-owned business. She was also a veteran. She saw a need in a community where people do like planners and things like that, that women of color were not represented in like the stickers and things like that that you put in planners. She ended up developing a business where she created the stickers. She created notebooks, she created all kinds of things for women of color. It became too much for her because she was doing all the work just like we all do. She was creating all the products plus trying to do the customer support. She knew me, she trusted me, and so I became her very first email customer support person. Now, meanwhile, I'm also coaching my own clients, but these are some ways that I helped them. I became her email customer service for a while. There was a time where I was actually hiring, interviewing and hiring employees for her. I was doing payroll for her. So a lot of various things. Inside coaching groups, there are sometimes people who have gone through the same trainings that I have on things, but then they couldn't understand what they were learning because it was too techy. So what I would do is take what I had learned within the training with them, the same training they had just walked through, but I listened to them and I heard where they got stuck and I helped them walk through those things so that they could get moving again. Another instance, there was an entrepreneur who was having trouble going live, doing live streams. And I thought maybe it was because she was afraid of the camera. As it turned out, she had no problem recording a video, but it was going live that was the problem for her. I ended up setting up a private Facebook group for her, and I went live in the group and shared with her everything that I was seeing on my screen so that she could see that from a viewer's perspective. And then I asked her to do the same for me. So she did, and she was able to see everything that I had shown her, and within 30 minutes she was off and running doing her own live streams. The problem that she had, it wasn't so much that she wasn't techie, she had a fear of the unknown, and she couldn't seem to explain to people what was causing her a problem. So I was able to not only help her with the tech, but because I'm also a coach, I was able to coach her through a little bit of fear that she had of the unknown. Now, another example is a male entrepreneur who has actually been in the business of being a healer for over 40 years. The challenge, he does not know tech. He really does not know tech. He knows how to help his clients, but he is really struggling with the technical side of things. He's hired people and find that he thinks they're going to do things and then they never do it. But he doesn't know enough to know how to fix it. He also doesn't know really how to communicate what he even needs to be able to get the help that he needs. So this is what I'm seeing out here in the world of entrepreneurs. Now, to be fair, not all entrepreneurs are over 50 having trouble. Some entrepreneurs are under 50 and having the same kind of problems. There are some entrepreneurs who are over 50 who are techie like me. But the majority of the ones that I see are at least over 40 and having trouble with technology or admin because either it's knowledge or it's time. So my skill set can handle the admin, can handle the tech, can handle the strategy. If you're someone who needs someone to do it for you, I can do that. If you're someone who needs to have the knowledge to do it, I can teach you that too. I can do walkthroughs with you on Zoom to help you learn how to do these different things. If it's something where you are attempting to decide between one platform or another, that's also something I can help you with. Actually, over time, I have become fond of a few different platforms, and I'll be sharing different tutorials on this channel. I hope I'm speaking to the right people. I hope you found me, and I'm excited to hear where you are on your journey. I'd love to know if you want to tell me about your business or tell me places where you're having trouble. And let's see if it's something that I can either teach you here on the channel or we can have a consultation and talk about your specific needs. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.